Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SnB's F1 series here for round 11 at the Dutch Grand Prix. Elevation changes, long sweeping corners, and tricky braking zones all make this amazing, challenging circuit. But before we check in on qualifying, let's take a look at the circuit.
Hello and welcome to Zandvoort for another round of Formula One action. A lap of this short 2.6 mile Zandvoort circuit features 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left. The main straight is 678 meters long and heads into turn 1, the Tarzan corner. With DRS down the main straight into the braking zone, that could be the best overtaking opportunity on the track.
And there you have it. This track can be actually pretty tricky. We're on board with Rangers right now. I'll tell you, during practice, Mayer had the fastest time at a minute 10.9. Culture was in second. Rangers was in third with the fastest lap in practice. Jacob and then Liebert rounded out the top 5. It's going to be very interesting here. A lot of these guys getting super loose as they go. So we'll find out what's going to happen tonight. But I am going to assume that we will see at least one VRS. So we'll see what happens here. But you see Rangers getting back on the track. J-Mac, he is out on his outlap along with several others. So we'll see what they can do here. But last week we saw a new winner at Austria. Culture brought home the win last week. That'll make his first win of the season. Rangers, he's got 7 wins for the season, and Mayer of Bag City, he brings home 2. It looks like so far we're going to have Mayer with the strongest lap that we saw in practice, but qualifying just under 15 minutes. We still have quite a bit of time for these guys to put out a solid lap time. So we'll see what happens here, but we're gonna have to watch some of these corners. There is some banking in these corners that will help these drivers, but there are also some corners that if you get on the gas just a little bit too soon, these guys are going to spin out, and you know how it affects these cars. They don't like it. Any type of contact with these wings, you're going to have a lot of damage and hopefully not a DNF. So we'll see what happens here tonight. Going down, you see Leaf Justin out, Mayor of Bag City. We see Skyland, he is out. All of these guys trying to go for their lap times. A lot of drivers on those soft tire compounds, and we have 3 tonight so far on the mediums. Bloomy's going to bring home a 1:13.5. That's going to be about 3 seconds off from our fastest in practice. That is the first lap, so he will probably get faster as the time goes. Leaf Justin bringing home a 1:11.6 to the board. He's going to be the fastest so far with only 2 on the board just yet. I want to take a look at, as we're waiting for these guys to put down some times, let's take a look at the point standings out here. We're going to have Rangers on the board with 224 points. Mayor of Bag City is going to be in second with 171 points, about 50 or so points behind our leader. Leave Justin in third with 115. JDM Culture with 99 points. And JDM Hawk out in the top 5 with 89 points. You see the top 10. We're going to have Skyland, Jacob, Hokey, JC, and J Mac Attack. That is going to round out your top 10 here. As far as the constructor standings go, Ferrari is going to sit on top with 240 points. And that is going to be Bag City, Mayor of Bag City, and Jacob. Those are going to be your leaders out here for the constructor standings. Mercedes, they have 231 points. That is going to be J-Mac and Rangers out there. So not too far behind our leader of Ferrari. Alpine is out here in third with 168. And that is going to be, let me take a look here, Skyland and Hawk. So they are quite a bit far off from second place, but our top 2 drivers extremely close out here. And fourth is going to be Aston Martin. And that is going to be, it looks like, Dion and Justin. So a great pairing here tonight. I can't wait to see what they can do. Repeat, what's up? SnB IndyCar Series drivers in training. I'll tell you what, this is a tough series. Tonight is especially tough. Tough track. It looks like, you know, wide, winding corners here, but some of these guys, you're trying to get off the corner and it just feels like the car just really wants to slip, and you can go head on into the wall pretty easily, so they're gonna have to watch it. But Mayor of Bag City goes to the top of the board with a 111.3. That is just a couple of tenths off from where we saw him in practice. He did have a 110.9. Leaf Justin holding out second with a 111.6. JDM Hawk with a 112.9. And Bloomy with a 113.5. Rangers, it looks like he was third fastest in practice, struggling a little bit tonight compared to what we normally see from him. So it'll be interesting to see if he can increase his lap time, or I should say decrease his lap time, to make it into that second or first slot in qualifying. Last week at Austria, like I said, we saw our first time winner, Culture. We had a new podium finisher here. Hokie got into the podium spot last week, so great to see him out there. You guys know I love to see new guys out here. I love to see new winners, new podium finishers. You love to spread the wins here and all that stuff, so great to see it out here. We'll see what happens tonight. Rangers still on track. No time just yet. J-Mac Attack is out here so far. Jacob, I'm not sure what happened to him, but he is not in the car. Hopefully we'll be back in the session. Skyline out on track, and we do have 14 drivers slated to take to the grid tonight. Dab, that would be up to the league owner, Dion. I don't know if they're gonna have any more drivers join in tonight. We usually like to know the experience level before we get new drivers. However, if you want to join our Discord, I can see about getting you in for the next race if you have some experience out there. All right, Mayor of Bag City still at 111.3. Culture goes into second with a 111.6. Look at this, Justin with a 111.626. Very, very close to our second. Rangers goes on board with a 112.0. J-Mac Attack with a 112.9. Very, very close to JDM Hawk, who is a 112.976. Skyland hops on board with a 111.8, and we see him playing in the sand right there. I think we're going to see a couple of that tonight, and that's what happens. It is so easy to lose control of these cars, and like I said, I think we're gonna see a possible VRS tonight, so, or a VSC I should say. I don't know what VRS, don't ask me. Repeat, what are you up to tonight? If you want to get in the booth with me, you're more than welcome to. I'm sure you have a league going on or something else, but the offer is there if you just you want to come out and hang. Culture is going to be out on his out lap. Meanwhile, we have our leader and Justin still on pit road. We'll see if Culture can improve his lap time and possibly take over that pole position. He is currently 3 tenths off. Not too much, but this track is a very tricky track. This track is a nightmare in Assetto Corsa. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I tried this track and I thought, man, this is really fun. There's some turns that have a little bit of banking to help you with the speed out there, but there are just other turns. Turn 3 is going to be an issue tonight, and I want to try to go Stanton Drums out here currently getting out of turn 3. Makes it through okay, but we do have Libert, who's got some trouble in sector 2 coming around the corner here. He's getting back on track going into turn 9. But yeah, some of this is going to be very, very interesting. Dab, I think it's going to be a great race. I'm just curious how many cautions we will see throughout these sectors and how many safety cars. Some of these drivers were not looking forward to this race, saying it is going to be quite the challenge. However, let me tell you a little bit something about the tire compounds. The soft tire compounds, they can last you around 14 laps. We'll see how they drive with it and how aggressive they are with those. But if you combine that with the mediums at 21, we have a 36 lap race tonight. That is going to cut it extremely close. So I'm curious if these drivers save a little bit on those tires, take it a little easy. And if we don't have any safety cars, they may be able to save enough just to make that one stop and bring it home. We've seen a lot of different strategies going throughout the season. So tonight will be no different with that. But if we get a safety car, that will change all of the strategy that these guys put into this race here. Mayor of Bag City still in first with a 111.3. Culture in second, who won last week's race. He's at a 111.6. Leaf Justin with a 111.626. Skyline in the top 5 with a 111.8, and that's going to be all your drivers in the 111s. JDM Hawk is going to start out the 112.009. Rangers in 6. I've said it a time already. He is struggling a little bit. We see the maneuverability around here just can be very, very tricky. Very slick in some of these exits. You have to watch the throttle control. It's all about that and the curbs, watching that. Make sure. We've seen a couple of races ruined, especially last week for Mayor. He did finish cross the line first, but he had so many penalties that I do believe it moved him down to 6 possibly. I'll have to verify that, but man, it was a heartbreaker. That brought Culture to the win as Rangers also had some penalties. So yeah, he lost, I believe, a 2nd place. So very interesting for that. Let me know how you guys run this track. What is your experience with it? Do you like it? And who do you think is going to win tonight? And as soon as I say Rangers is struggling, he brings out the fastest lap at a 110.651. Faster than what we saw all practice by 0.3. He was just making me wait for it, wasn't he? Mayor of Bag City going to be the leader in the 111s. He moves down to the P2 spot on the speed chart to 111.317. You know he is going to try to improve his lap time. We do have a caution in Sector 3, but just under 4 minutes until qualifying is over. Oh boy, oh boy. I'll tell you what, Rangers and Mayor of Bag City, these two have been so competitive throughout this entire season, but Rangers, he's got the most wins at 7 wins this season. Mayor has 2, and Culture has 1, which he got last week at Austria. For the guys who have races, let me know, what is your tire strategy? What do you think is the good call for tonight? I've heard that the hard tire compound, a lot of these guys are not liking it, so they're going to try to stay away from it. Speaking of that, yeah, we have no drivers. Kind of no surprise, it is qualifying. But no drivers on the hard tire compound. 3 on the mediums, Libert, Bloomy, and JC. The rest are hanging out on the soft tire compound, which will give you your fastest lap. Sometimes, though, it is not the preferred tire compound for what these guys need to run out here. Most of these guys are on pit road. We'll change the camera here and try to bring it to, let's see. A couple of these drivers no longer in session. Libert and Jacob, not sure what happened to these guys. Zach, yes, hopefully less penalties than last race. It really did affect a lot of these guys with the finishing order. Mayor very frustrated after last race. So many penalties. He lost out not only on the win, but several spots after that. The win went over to Culture, and Rangers, who did finish in second, he lost out on the win also. And Culture, I do believe he was in third. He ended up winning from all the penalties that those drivers had. Definitely something that you do need to watch, and I don't know if that's going to be the biggest issue here, but I think spinouts are going to be a huge thing of concern tonight. A lot of these drivers just calling it for the day. A lot of 112s out there, so we're going to see a couple of different packs. You kind of see the consistency. Where were they? Yeah. I don't know if you just heard, but Rangers, he was in second. Lost out on that. Well, no. He was in second. Lost out on the win because of penalties. Mayer crossed over first. I believe he finished sixth last race from the penalties. Culture looking very strong. Winner last week. I want to see him get another podium finish. Justin moves down to fifth. Hawk up to fourth. 111.605. Skyline is going to be a 111.802. Stanton Drums 112.606. J-Mac Attack a 112.9. Dion hanging on with a 112.999. Hopefully we get Liber back. I hate it. I hate it when they leave. Bloomy with a 113.525. JC with a 113.640. And P12. Panda. He is out here. Did not see him in practice, so I'm not sure how much practice he's got so far on the board with a 114.2. Hopefully he can improve that time. Woozy is still on pit lane. And yeah, that's the checkered for that. They still have 3 minutes to complete a lap if they're out on the course. See what happens with that. Where were they placed? Oh, but they were at Austria last week. Tonight, the Dutch Grand Prix. Next week, I'm sad. I'm going to be on vacation. They will be racing Saudi Arabia. Very fun track. I definitely will be missing it next week. That is for sure. JDM Culture pulling it into pit lane, into a stall here, and it looks like not too many drivers, if any. Panda looks like the only driver, one of the only drivers to be out on track at the moment. We'll see if Mayor of Bag City can pull out a faster time and maybe pass Rangers. These guys are very competitive with each other. Always fun to watch. Looks like it's gonna be it. Jazz, what's up? How are you? All right, Rangers takes home pole with a 110.651. Mayor of Bag City going to be in second with a 111.3. Culture with a 111.4. Hawk going to be in fourth. Justin fifth. In sixth, we have Skyland. Seventh, JC. In eighth, Stanton Drums. J-Mac Attack in ninth. Dion in 10th. And in 11th, we have Libert. Bloomy in 12th. Panda in 13th. And Jacob X99. And 14. We will get these guys to do their formation lap, but I'm a little nervous for these guys. It's very loose. You can lose control very easily coming off these exits and the curbs, so I'll be curious to see. Oh, okay. All right, Woozy. I gotcha. Good luck out there. He is one of the drivers, Woozy, on the track, so a lot of luck to all these drivers. Like I said, I do believe these guys will be strategy is gonna change, but I think some of these guys will go from soft to medium, and if they want to make that second stop, if it's needed, possibly go back to the soft tire compound. I have heard from Little Birdie that some of these drivers we're talking about possibly just doing a one stopper tonight. As I've said, if we do get a safety car, if we do get a safety car, that will completely change everything. Yeah, soft to hard, that is going to be a one-stopper. You saw it right there, so we'll see what happens. And I have heard of a couple of drivers thinking about doing such a strategy. Rangers will be leading us off with Mayor on the outside of that. Culture will be in third, Hawk in fourth, Justin in fifth. We'll see these guys make their way around for the formation lap and grid up tonight. We did have 14 drivers slated to grid. Panda got on board, so that's going to make 15. It's going to be a wild run tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know the drivers appreciate it. You know I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the race. I think we're going to see the biggest moves, the biggest passes are going to be going down into turn 1 on the front stretch there. They can use that DRS, and it's going to be, why was Liebert disqualified? You guys, what is happening? Oh no. I am not sure what happened with these drivers, but 3 drivers have been disqualified. Wow. I would say that is not a great start. That's going to leave 12 drivers on track as they start to grid up. Rangers will lead us off. I'm nervous for these guys. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I don't know what's going to happen. All right, the moment of anticipation while these guys are waiting for the lights. And the lights are out at the Dutch Grand Prix. Let's go for 36 laps. We have a great start for Rangers, Culture, and Mayor of Bag City side by side. We have JDM Hawk who's going to be in fourth. Culture takes over second just narrowly. As Rangers going through, he's got a little bit of a lead here, just about a 0.5 gap. And you can see these guys, we already have a virtual safety car, the first lap 1. I was curious. It looks like Liebert was possibly involved. I'm not sure what happened with that. We saw a couple of these guys get disqualified. Panda, 5-second penalty for ignoring the flag out here. Tumultuous start for these drivers so far, but Rangers will be the leader. We have Culture in second, Mayor of Bag City in third, and looks like these guys are back and running. Interesting start, I'll tell you what. 4-car breakaway for the lead. JDM Hawk, he's gonna be out here in the back part of this front pack. Skyland's gonna be leading this next pack with Justin directly behind him. Very, very interesting. I'm not sure what this start is about, but we do have a caution in Sector 3. Rangers with the fastest lap at 1:23.4. I don't know how fast you can say that is with everything that has happened so far, but let's go back up here for the lead. Rangers increasing that gap. Culture in second. This is after his win last week at Austria. JDM Hawk in third. Mayor of Bag City falls back to 6. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he's got quite a few cars around him to contend with. Alpha, how are you? Hope you're doing well. It's been quite a race. We're only on lap 2, and yeah. Bloomy, it doesn't look like he is back in yet, if at all. Hopefully he will get back in. We saw 3 drivers under formation lap get disqualified. 2 of them are back. Take a look at this. Justin all over Skyland, putting the pressure on him. He is the sandwich in this 3-car pack out here. Very, very wide turn here as they go around. Justin called it earlier, the Talladega banking corner. I mean, that's a little a little exaggerated, but yeah, it is very banked right here. You can get a huge momentum coming off, and once you can use that boost, I'll tell you what, it can be pretty crazy out here. That's going to be the best place to make a pass as you go into turn 1. Let's go look at our leader, Rangers. A 1.5 second lead over Culture, who is doing a phenomenal job out here in second. Skyland moves up to third. A couple of these guys having some issues out here. Justin in fourth. Mayor of Bag City moves up a spot. Yeah, great race so far. A lot of position changes, and speaking of which, let's take a look at that. Mayor of Bag City falls 3 spots. Skyland, he moves up 3 spots over to third here. Jacob has gained 4 spots to P10. JDM Hawk losing out 5 spots from where he started. Let's go on board with him. You can see Stanton Drums right in front of him with J Mac Attack in front of both of these guys in P7. Virtual safety car out, lap 3. Five-second penalty for Hawk as he sped into pit lane. Very interesting for him. Panda with a caution, not a caution out here, but a penalty. Sector 1 caution for these guys, still going green. Looks like Jacob is the one having an issue out here into turn 3, and I called that. That is an issue for some of these drivers getting through there. I want to see if we can find any damage. I'm not seeing any just yet. Yeah, you got a DNF. Oh, so tough. It's a tough track out here. You guys, let me know if you've raced this. How many DNFs do you think we're gonna have tonight? Virtual safety cars. You know, it's a tough track. Very, very tough. We're gonna see some different strategies out here tonight. Rangers just having one of his best sectors out here. Sector 3, we'll see if he gets a fastest lap. Culture still in second, under a second behind Rangers. Sky having a phenomenal run out here so far. Just under 5 seconds behind our leader. He's got some company behind him though. Mayor of Bag City, you saw him fall back to 6th. He is all the way back up to 4th. Working his way up to Skyland, chasing that rabbit. We see him have some of the most incredible comebacks. Some of these starts to these races, he has some issues. Falls back, I do believe the last race we saw him fall back to around P10. Made his way all the way back up through the field. Tonight seems to be no different. He likes to make his races very, very interesting. Justin keeping in the position that he started, P5. You can see Mayor of Bag City up ahead. We'll see if he can't keep range of him, but Rangers pulling out a fastest lap with a 1:13.8. This guy is on the move, and he is making me a liar. As I said earlier, it looked like he might have been struggling a little bit tonight. One of the issue corners for some of these drivers, but he makes it through okay, along with Cultures, who is about almost 2 seconds behind our leader. Solid run for these drivers. We have Skyland and Mayor of Bag City, these two drivers, right nose to tail. Mayor of Bag City, he's got some catching up to do, a little bit of a hill to climb. He's got to make his way past Skyland, though. Looks like he is setting that up to make it happen. Lap 6 of 36, and I'm curious what kind of strategies will these drivers pull out tonight? 3 drivers with a penalty, and Mayor of Bag City trying to be patient, but also, this is a guy on the move. He wants to catch up to Rangers. You can see it there, coming around the straight. He's going to use that DRS and make his way past Skyland. Take over the P3 spot, and now he's got some work to do to catch up to Culture, who is in second. Great job on his end. That was going to be the best spot. What is going on, Jacob? Looks like another issue for him. He's P12 right now. A little bit ahead of Dion, so it doesn't look like there's going to be an issue with that, but hopefully no damage to his car out here. Man, so sorry to see that, though. I'll tell you what, it is tough out here. We've lost 2 drivers so far, Woozy and Bloomy. 14th and 15th. Rangers, about 2.5 second gap between him and JDM Culture. I'm impressed with Culture. He was not looking forward to tonight. He was a little nervous. Wasn't sure how he would do on track, but so far, knock on wood, I don't want to jinx him. And he's looking very, very solid out here. Super impressed. Mayor of Bag City is looking to close that gap. He's got his eye set on Culture up there. You can see just a glimpse of him as he goes into the corner. Mayor's going to be chasing that rabbit. Once he gets closer, try to pass him up and then start working on Rangers. He still has to worry about Skyland, though. If he makes a mistake, Skyland is going to capitalize on that and take back that spot. Skyland is looking for a podium finish. He wants another one. I want to see, have we had... Yeah, Skyland has had 1 podium. He's looking for a 2nd of the season. Solid start for him. Lap 8 of 36. Still hanging on to Mayor of Bag City. You can see him there. A little bit of distance, a little bit of gap between these two. About 0.7. They are quickly approaching Culture, though. You can see that gap closing very quickly. Rangers' gap, though, to second has increased to just over 3 seconds, and we are going to have quite the battle for second place. Boy, oh boy, what a battle that is getting ready to brew up here. You can see it there. Mayor of Bag City just has to work on his lines, make sure he stays consistent, keeps that speed. Skyland, the same with him. He wants to catch up to Mayor of Bag City. That way, when those two start battling, if he sees the battle between Mayor and Culture, he can take advantage of that. That'll help him close that gap. Penalties so far. We have 3 penalties. Hawk, Panda, and Jacob. All with 5 seconds. See where it turns out, but let's take it back to P5. That's going to be Leaf Justin. About 3.6 seconds. Then we have Jay McAttack, who's got quite the crew with him. He's got JC and Stanton Drums. All right there. This is going to be the battle for P6. Coming down the straightaway here. I want to take a look if these guys are going to use that DRS. Oh! Not sure who that was. Very, very close, though. Liebert, he is in 9th place so far. JDM Hawk in 10th. Panda in 11th. And Jacob, he's going to be in 12th. Dion falls back to 13th. I would have to assume that was going to be him with that caution out in the corner there. Rangers with a 3.5 second gap between him and Culture. Very, very interesting here. Take a look at this. Mayor of Bag City passing up Dion. Going straight through him. Very interesting with F1. I'm not used to seeing that with the other games, but there he goes right through Dion into the first corner here. Making his way around the second turn into the third with that banking. We do have a caution in Sector 3, and we've seen quite a few of those going into the sector here. Culture! What happened to Rangers? I don't know. Let's take a look. Did he go in? As soon as I go in, take a look. Yeah, he has made his first pit stop here. Let's take a look at what tire compound he is on. Mediums right now. Top 5 are on the softs. I would assume they will be going in. Kind of an early pit stop for Rangers. So I would assume he's going to be a 2-stopper tonight for him. Right on the heels of Stanton Drums. Take a look at this, you guys. Very, very interesting. We'll see if Culture, Mayor, Skyland, any of these guys, will they go on to pit lane? We're going to see these guys rounding out around the corner. No takers just yet. Culture is our new leader. Mayor of Bag City in second. Skyland going to round out the podium so far. JC in fourth. Stanton Drums in fifth. And Rangers, who was our leader, hard into the wall. He's got to come on to pit lane. And I'll tell you what, if there's a spot to make that happen, that is the best spot possible. He's going to have some damage to fix there. Captain, we are going to finish out this season on F1 21. Next season, we will be moving over to 22. Did not want to switch it up for some of these drivers and say, hey, you know what? We're going to switch to the new game. You got to go buy it. We don't want to do that to these guys, so we're going to hang out on 21 and finish out the season. Tough call for Rangers out there. You don't see a lot of mistakes from him, but when you do, they can be very costly. He's going to be P11, and I do believe that was his, let's take a look. 2 stops for him. Oh, man. He is going to be looking for that safety car to come out. He wants that to come out. Try to make up some time for him. Lap 13 of 36. We do have a caution in Sector 3. Once again, it seems to be an ongoing theme. Dion headed to pit lane. Culture still in the lead here. Mayor of Bag City, 0.5 seconds back. Look at him going over the curbs there. Very, very close. He is just doing all he can to catch up to the leader, Culture. Culture's doing all he can to keep him behind. Mayor of Bag City just closing that gap, putting the pressure on Culture. Will he be able to hold on to it? Captain says, understandable. I've enjoyed 22 so much more than 21. It feels like a completely different game. Very interesting. Now, do you find it harder? Is it more of a challenge to drive than 21? I've heard that's the case. You can spin a little bit easier, but let me know your thoughts. Culture under attack. Take a look. Wow, going side by side into the corner. Mayor of Bag City passes up Culture for the lead. Culture got a little upset with his car as he came out of that corner. Maybe some contact with Mayor of Bag City, but man, he just absolutely sent that into the first turn. What a pass, and that is going to be a new leader. Mayor of Bag City takes that over. Culture to second. JC going to round out the top 3. Skyland in 4th. J Mac Attack, how about that? Goes up into the top 5. Rangers with the fastest lap at 1:13.2. trying to look at making a comeback after a tumultuous lap that he had into the wall pretty hard there. Had to go in for a second pit stop to fix that damage. Justin, we saw him. I want to see how many position changes that we have. Yeah, Justin down 3 spots. Hulk, who's in P7, down 3 spots. Rangers started on pole. He is down 8 spots from where he started. Stanton Drums down 2 spots, and Dion down 3. Our biggest mover of the race is going to be Liebert, up in P6. Up 5 spots from where he started. Then J-Mac Attack up 4 spots from where he started. He's got some company, quite a little bit of distance between these guys. It looks pretty even out there. Anything can change though, you guys have seen it. Let me know your experience. If you have driven 22, let me know how you like it. A minute 12.9 for Rangers, just absolutely getting those best laps out there. Trying to catch the leader. He's got quite the hill to climb. I said the same about Mayor of Bag City, and look where he's at. Out in the lead once again. To me, it's easier. Once I switch it to no assist and no racing line, it was very difficult on 21. 22, it feels to have more grip. I can get back on the gas more aggressively. Yeah, that's the issue here with this track. You have to just absolutely baby that throttle. It does not like it. I mean, you can either go straight or turn. Trying to do both is not the thing you can do here. Custom setups also have more of a wider range to adjust to get the perfect feeling. All right. Nice. 22 is more rear happy and you can't get on the curbs like you can in 21. Okay. I have heard that. Yes, absolutely. Just ride the curb. Trash, how are you? Hope you're doing well. It is, yeah. I've heard that. I have not heard from a single person that says they do not like 22. Everyone has loved 22. Some of them say it's more difficult, more of a challenge. But yeah, I have not come across a person that does not like it. Culture back in the lead, you guys. As soon as I look away, what is happening here? Mayor of Bag City in for his first stop. Skyline, his first stop. That's going to put Culture to the lead. JC in second. Mayor of Bag City, who went in for his first pit stop. Let's take a look at what tire compound he chose. I was going to say medium, and yeah, he's on the medium. Skyline on the hard, trying for maybe, possibly a 1-stopper here tonight. Stanton Drums on the hard tire compounds along with Panda. Very interesting calls. I'm doing great. Thank you. I hope you are too. So Culture back in the lead. Mayor of Bag City in second. Skyline. He is sitting out here in third. J-Mac Attack, he is 4 seconds back almost, but he is sitting P4. JDM Hawk is going to run out the top 5. Liebert in 6. Rangers moved up to 7th. This guy is on the move, just breaking out the best lap records that he can, trying to make up some time. Take a look at how he's going over those curbs. Let's go on board here with him. A lap with Rangers, 7-time winner here in the season. Yeah, I would think it would be a 1-stop also. However, some of these guys are going to pull a 2-stopper out here. And Rangers, he's already had 2 stops due to damage. So very, very interesting. But we do still have a couple of drivers that have not made a stop yet. J-Mac Attack and Liebert looking to make a definite 1-stopper. 18 of 36. This is coming up on the halfway mark as soon as the driver crosses the line here. 22 all around, just feels like a happy car. Nice. I can't wait to get over there. I do not have the game yet, so I have not tried it. Take a look at the drivers' lines as they go through. I absolutely love it. I know if you've heard me broadcast before in different series, I'm in love with the lines that these drivers take. It just looks so absolutely amazing. Just, you have to nail it, hit the apex just right, hit the curbs just right, and the lines that they make. I love it. I don't know. I'm a weird bird. I don't know what to tell you, but it can be absolutely amazing. How these drivers drive on it is just incredible. Mayor of Bag City is going to go to the lead here. JDM Culture in second. Take a look. You see him coming up on P12. That is going to be Panda. A lot of these guys are very mixed up. We have a couple of guys on pit lane here. Rangers up to P5. We have J-Mac Attack on pit lane along with Hawk. He's going to fall down to 8th and 9th respectively. Just be prepared. On 22 you can be more aggressive, but that line is a lot smaller between in control to spinning out. Very interesting. How about this? Liber moving up to P4, Skyline in 3rd. Let's take a look. Culture in second, about 2.6 behind our leader, Mayor of Bag City, and that is after Mayor had some early on issues. Moved back to around P7th, if I am recalling correctly. He is now your leader on lap 20 of 36. Libert's still hanging out. You know he is just hoping for no safety car. Trying to make those tires last as long as he can. Let's take a look at the tires that he's on. He is on the mediums, 18 laps, and he is on pit lane. Man, did he make those tires last? That is absolutely incredible. Good for him. Skyline out on the hards, 5 laps so far on those. Rangers on the softs trying to make up some time, but you know he's going to have to go in once again. 7-lap old tires along with Leaf Justin, who is on the medium tire compound. He's in the top 5. Mayor of Bag City only on 3-lap old tires. Rangers, man. Tough night for him. Soft tires, these are said to last 14 laps on those soft tire compounds, 21 laps on the mediums. Only 2 drivers with a penalty. J-Mac Attack and Hulk have the penalties so far here tonight. Let's take a look at those penalties. 5 seconds for each of those. A lot of drivers coming out on those hard tire compounds. That's going to mean that they will try to last for the remainder of the race, and I want to see it. I do want to see these guys go for the strategy. Let's see how it plays out. Rangers, I don't see that he's going to be able to make it. Just a tough night. We'll see. Anything is bound to happen. Things can change very quickly around here. You know that. Mayor of Bag City still in first. JDM Culture about 3 seconds back. Skyline is going to be in 3rd. Rangers up to 4th. Man, he is just going through the field here. Daviandre, how are you? You're doing well. Rangers is teammate with the J-Mac Attack. Doing great out here for Mercedes. Dion and Justin for Aston Martin. So far, the only guys with 2 stops is going to be Rangers, Hawk, JC Jacob. Dion 4Dub has made 3 stops. We've seen him have some issues out here tonight. Take a look at Mayor and Jacob. teammates, unfortunately, on the other end. Jacob in 11th, Mayor of Bag City in first as our leader. These guys racing for Ferrari out here. Jacob on 2 stops so far, having earlier issues. We'll see if he can't make up some spots, but man, these top 4 or 5 guys are pretty well spread out. Let's go on board with Justin. You can see he's catching up to Panda. We saw a couple of guys starting to pass Panda. He's currently in 12th. As you can see on the map, these guys are very well spread out throughout the field. So far, our only casualties of the night are Woozy and Bloomy. I'm impressed with Libert P8 so far tonight. We'll see if he can't hold on to that position. 5-second penalty for the 2 guys ahead of him. He is just outside of that range. Gonna make that very interesting. So I'm not sure if the race ended now, he would not make up any spots and gets a 3-second time penalty. Ah, man. Let's go back up to our leader, Mayor of Bag City. He's got his teammate, although a lap down. Looks like he's a lap down. Yeah, he is just right on his heels, kind of following that rabbit. Dion 4 Dub is going to be passed up very shortly here. Culture is about 4 seconds behind our leader, Skyland, about 10.7 seconds behind. Rangers has quite the time to make up to pass Skyland, so yeah, he's made quite a comeback, but still an uphill battle to climb here. Justin P5 doing great. JDM Hawk in 6. We do have a caution in Sector 2. That looks like it might be Libert. He falls back to P10. Fortunate to see, but he is off and moving. We'll see if he goes on to pit lane to try to fix that damage that is incurred. So many different strategies. Let's take a look at it. Mayor of Bag City, he is on those medium tire compounds. Stan Drums, he is going to be on pit lane. 5-second penalty, speeding in pit lane. Aw, man. Same with Libert. He incurs another penalty. These 2 drivers, I do believe, weren't they the ones with the penalties earlier? Yeah, Libert now 8 seconds, Stanton 5, JMac 5, and Hawk all have 5-second penalties here. Rangers, trouble for him once again. That's going to bring him down to P5. He was up in 4th. He goes on to pit lane for his 3rd stop of the night, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look. Heartbreaker for him. He's going to need quite the comeback to do something with this. This is really, really tough for him. Very tough night. Comes out. He's going to be behind teammate J Mac Attack. Fresh Tires goes out on the soft tire compound once again. Lap 25 of 36. Mayor of Bag City, 8-lap-old tires on the medium tire compound. You know, I think he will be able to pull it off. We'll see what happens here. You can go supposedly 21 laps on these tires. It's going to be close. It's going to be very, very close here. That is going to be pushing the limits. We have Culture. He is on 7-lap-old tires, so he is under the same strategy. Skyland, he is out on the hards, 11-lap-old tires. Stan Drums with a 3-second time penalty. Leaf Justin moves back up to P4. 13-lap-old tires, the oldest tires we see out here. That's gonna be close, you guys. He's really gonna have to take it easy out here to make these tires last. JDM Hawk, 6-lap-old tires on the mediums. J-Mac Attack goes out on the hard, 6 laps for him. Rangers on the soft, JC on the soft, Stanton Drums all on the soft tire compound. That should get them to the end if they do not abuse those tires. JDM and Justin. You can see these guys. It's going to be very, very close. We got these guys some company. Once again, we see Panda. JDM Hawk making his way past Panda, going into the corner here. All right, guys in chat, let me know who is going to win tonight. Will Mayor of Bag City hold on to it? Will he bring home his 3rd win of the season? Or will Culture catch up 9 seconds? Obviously, something will have to happen to Mayor. Will he get the win and make it back-to-back wins? Yeah, you guys are saying Mayor. He's looking to bring home 3 wins this season. Last race he won was 3 races ago at Azerbaijan. And then he also won earlier in the season, round 2 at Australia. You're right, he has absolutely no need to push. He just needs to be consistent, and take a look at that. He still has his teammate hanging on. That's gonna be Jacob behind him in P9. I'm impressed that he's able to hold on. I do believe he did start out in the front and something happened. Let's take a look. Oh no, Jacob, he has gained 5 positions. Our biggest gainer of the night is Jacob, indeed. Rangers has lost 5 positions after quite a few incidents with him. Only 1 on track, but he's bringing out yet another fastest lap, a 1:12.4. This guy is on a rail, but you've seen the mistakes he's made as he is trying to gain back some of that time. Close that gap. He did make it past Leaf Justin, and he bent it coming off that exit there, so Justin was able to make the move past him once again to P4. Justin looking to hold on to that spot. Skyland looking to grab his 2nd podium finish of the season. We'll see if he can make that happen. You can go faster. All right, so what lap times are you running out here? These guys were running 1:10s in qualifying and practice, but race pace obviously is going to be a little off from that. You can't push that hard at all times. Yeah, running some great lap times. I am just, yeah. Jacob out here. P9, Stanton Drums 10th, Libert back in 11th, Panda 12th, Dion P13. Unfortunately, Woozy and Bloomy DNF for the night. Mayor with almost a 10-second gap. As you guys say, he has no reason, no need to push. He just has to keep it consistent, keep it on track, keep it clean. Lap 30 of 36, the race is winding down. Stanton Drums, he retires from the session. Safety car is out. Aw, man, I don't know what happened with him, but so unfortunate to see here. You know what this means, guys? This changes things. Who's gonna go win? Who's gonna get those fresh tires? Who's gonna stay out and go for position? What are you guys doing? If you were out here What is your strategy call? We have 2 drivers on pit lane. That's going to be Liebert and Justin, who is currently sitting P4. Rangers goes in for his 4th stop, I do believe. 3rd or 4th stop. JDM Hawk, J-Mac all go into pit lane. This is where it makes things very, very interesting. Mayor of Bag City, we'll see if he goes in this time around. Still think Mayor got it as long as he has another set of softs. Yeah, he should be good. I do believe he should be good. Who is that spun around? That Panda. Let's take a look. Yeah, that is Panda spun around. P12, he's had 2 stops so far tonight. Mayor of Bag City on pit lane. Culture, will he go for pit lane? There he goes, off into pit lane. Let's see what these guys take. Softs for Mayor, no surprise there. Culture, I guarantee, gonna be on the softs. Everyone who's coming in. Skyline goes on to pit lane. Let's bring out the softs. This is going to be where the race gets crazy. You guys, I'm on the edge of my seat. Oh man, this changes literally everything. Dab, yeah, I'm right there with you. Zim, what's up? How are you? Yes, I am a commentator. I will be back in the booth tomorrow night too. For the IndyCar series, it'll be presented on Traction GG on Twitch. Tune in, it'll be around 8:15 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, they will definitely go faster on those soft tire compounds. It's going to be very interesting. Boy, oh boy. It's going to be quite the few laps to the end. Justin on mediums, Rangers on mediums. Well, they're on pit road, so I think they're going to come out in softs. There's no way. No way. I don't believe it. I don't know, though. Rangers, he could have used all his soft tire compounds. Possibly the issue for him. Interesting. Rangers, we've seen him push it after a couple of incidents, and that just brings him into a bad spot. We'll see if he bends it. Hopefully not. He's sitting P7 right now. He's going to have to be aggressive, but take care of his car. Keep it clean, these wings. You know, you make some contact, and it can be catastrophic. This is not the part of the race where you want to just throw it all away and go for it all. You have to be aggressive, but you can't be too aggressive. It's a fine line, guys. You know this. I'm doing great. I'm nervous. I am very nervous. Mayor of Bag City gonna lead us back from this safety car. Lap 32 of 36. This is on Xbox. F1 21 on Xbox. This is for my SnB league, Jake and Bake. We have our IndyCar series that is over on Traction. We have our Cup series that Repeat announces. We have our F1 series. And soon we're going to have a Legacy Truck series on iRacing. We're busy out here. Mayor of Bag City, you know he is just trying to put together his strategy, trying to keep these guys behind him. Culture. Man, if I'm in his spot, I am looking to see when Mayor is going to take off. You have to be so aggressive. You cannot let Mayor get away. If you let him get away, he is just so incredibly fast. It's going to be extremely difficult to catch back up to him. There's your link for Discord. If you get in there, welcome aboard. You can see these guys lining up. Skyline gonna be in third. J-Mac attack. He makes his way up to P4. Justin in the top 5. Hawk is gonna be in 6. Rangers You know he's sweating right now. He is not liking where he is. He's going to have to be aggressive, but in the spot he is at, a lot of things can go wrong. JC in 8th, Jacob in 9th, Libert in 10th, Dion in 11th, and Panda's gonna round out your field here. Matt, how are you? How do you enter NASCAR F1 on Xbox? F1, this is round 11. We have 16 rounds for this. I know we do, usually we have a full crowd. I think a couple of drivers shied away from tonight. We usually have around 18 drivers. So if you can join Discord, and if a spot needs filled, you can request to fill that spot before race day, and we will try to send you an invite. Next week we will be at Saudi Arabia. I will be on vacation. I am so sad, you guys. Safety car will be in this time around. Oh boy, you guys, we're gonna be headed to lap 34 of 36. Absolutely insane. It has been a while. You did a 1:13.2. Yeah, these guys in qualifying 1:10s, absolutely flying. I know I cannot do it. There's a reason why I am in the booth on here. I don't ever race F1. In fact, I'm very new to even commentating for F1. Yeah, for race pace, they're in the 112s. Still incredibly fast, and we are back to green once again. Mayor of Bag City with a great start. Culture, take a look at this start here. All over the heels, Mayor of Bag City. Doing an incredible job. These guys single file just trying to make their way through the track. They really have to put the pressure on each other. Gonna have to make some incredible moves to make up some positions. Ranger's still in 7th. Let's go back to him. He's got a lot of drivers to make it through here. You can see him kind of holding back. What can I do to make my way past Hawk, past Justin, past Dion, past J-Mac? He's got so much up ahead of him to battle against. I don't know if it's gonna be possible, you guys. Let's go back up to our first, second, and third. Culture under attack by Skyland. Lap 34 of 36, quickly approaching lap 35. Yeah, he is on the medium. It's going to be hard when the rest of these guys are on the soft tire compounds. Mayor of Bag City, 112.3. You know he wants it. He is just putting on a heater lap out here. JDM Culture, man, he is not letting him get away. He's got to put in a little bit faster times than this. Mayor looks so strong right now. Skyland, you can see he's got Culture right in his view, not letting him get away, but these guys are starting to gap each other out. This is absolutely incredible. We had trouble for Panda. You can see him off pace out here. Kind of lone soldier out here on his own little island. Mayor of Bag City just, man, another heater lap for him. Just, he's got to be aggressive. He cannot give up any type of time to these drivers. They will take full advantage of it. You know he's nervous. He's just eyeing those drivers in the rear view. We have J-Mac Attack, who gained a spot right here. Mayor of Bag City, 112.1 just every lap. DRS is now enabled. These drivers can use it. Final lap here. Oh my gosh. J-Mac might find himself first podium of the season, you guys. Culture in second. Mayor of Bag City, he is currently still in the lead here. Culture under attack though. J-Mac looking to make up yet another position. Justin trying to get back the position he lost here. Skyland out of the race. Dion out of the race. So many drivers in the mix. I don't know if anyone can catch up to Mayer. He has got to make a really huge mistake here. Let's go for the penalties. No penalties for our top 9 drivers. Mayor of Bag City rounding out the final corner here. Let's go. He's going on the straightaway. He is going to be your winner here at the Dutch Grand Prix. Congratulations to him. 3rd win of the season. JDM Culture. He's going to bring it home in 2nd. Podium finish here. J-Mac Attack. 1st time podium this season. Man, oh man, just beats out Leaf Justin. He's going to be P4. Hawk. He's going to round out the top 5 here. Jacob in 6th. JC in 7th. Rangers, you saw him out there. He's in 8th. Oh boy, this is crazy, you guys. Driver of the day, J-Mac Attack, and I do not disagree. Absolutely phenomenal run for J-Mac Attack. Mayor of Bag City bringing home the win. Thank you guys for the compliments. I appreciate it, Alpha. All right, I gotta get these guys in. Don't mind me as I go try to gather them up. All right, we gotta get J-Mac Attack. Where is he hiding at? Boy, oh boy, Mayor of Bag City, welcome to the booth. Absolutely phenomenal run from you tonight. I don't know if you saw what was going on with Rangers, but how did your race go after you saw everything that was going on and battling it out there for the lead? Mayor, do you have a copy? Mayor, do you have a copy?
Yeah, we didn't hear you till just now.
Okay, sorry. All right, so a phenomenal run for you tonight. We saw you battling it out there. How was your race? How did you make it to the front and keep it?
Well, I made it hard on myself for sure. Went for a nice little spin, exited the last turn on the first lap, you know, did the 360 challenge, and, you know, just really proud of the team and the boys for putting our heads down and working hard and just driving hard. And as soon as I saw the young GOAT Rangers have his issues, I knew I just had to handle my biz, be as fast as I knew it can be, chase down Culture and hold them off, and I did just that. My boy Stanton made it hard for me, bringing out that late safety car, but fortunately everybody pipped for softs, and I was able to get a really good start, kind of caught everybody off guard when I went, and, you know, was able to just be clean, be fast, and take home the win for Ferrari.
It was an incredible run. Speaking of the safety car, though, what did you think once that came out? What were your thoughts? Were you scared that you may lose the lead, or were you pretty confident going into that?
Yeah, I was definitely sweating, like, do I pit for softs, do I not? Like, but I had, like, 10-ish seconds on Culture, so figured I'd risk it, and I knew I'd pace. I'd be second at worst, and I did it, and I figured if I went, he was going to follow anyway. So, you know, got those fresh softs, and I knew I had clean track in front of me, just had to keep them warm and get down, and we, you know, executed the plan and took home P1 in the fastest lap, 26 max points, you know, grew that team constructor lead, and it's Forza Ferrari on a Wednesday night.
Heck yeah. A great run, phenomenal win for you tonight. That is going to be your 3rd win of the season when you race at Saudi Arabia. What do you think about that track?
It'll be an experience. If you mess up, you're on the wall. So it's just all about being smooth, being fast, and you know, not picking up damage when you don't need to. So it should be a fun race. Hopefully number 4, but mostly I just want a good points haul for Ferrari.
All right. Well, congratulations. Enjoy that win.
Thank you.
All right, Culture, bringing it home 2nd. Last week we saw you bring home the win. I know you were hoping for a win tonight. You got to be proud of the drive tonight.
Yeah, back-to-backs would have been cool, but I don't think that was going to happen. I couldn't really put a whole lap together this whole race. I was best throughout half the lap, and then once you go downhill, my lap times literally went downhill from right there. So I just didn't have the pace today.
You had enough pace to bring in home P2, though. I know I saw you out there with some incredible battles. As far as tire compounds, I heard that the hards, I don't know if you were on the hards, but what was the best tire compound to be on out there, in your opinion?
I definitely, I, I would say the softs. I had some decent pace on the mediums, but I was able to push the softs a little bit more.
Absolutely. Well, you brought it home P2 tonight. You did a phenomenal job. Really fun watching you out there. Since I asked, I gotta ask you, what do you think about Saudi Arabia?
Not a fan. Like, if one of us messes up, we're in the wall. Not a fan of it.
Well, weren't you not a fan of tonight, and look how well you did?
That was by chance. There were so many other things going on.
Well, maybe it'll be the same next week, but I wish you a ton of luck and a huge congratulations on P2 tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Jordan. J Mac Attack brings it out, the podium finish tonight. How'd you do it? How'd the car feel?
I don't know. I mean, the car felt like the car. I mean, we got a break there because when Skyland sped, and that gave me the opportunity just just out there, just try to have some fun on a Wednesday night like usual. You know, we don't really stress too much about this. This league's more for fun and an opportunity to race with some other guys that I don't usually race with, and so just kind of show up and see what I could do. And about halfway through the race, felt like I had pace, but I spun at one point, and then I sped on pit road, thinking that the guy behind me had already pit, and then he decided to come in with me, and he sped too. So if I wouldn't have sped, he probably would have killed me. So I don't know. It's one of those things, and I was just watching the leaderboard the whole time, thinking, man, if I could just have 17 seconds back, that'd be nice. But at the end of the day, we were able to make use of that final or that only safety car. We were able to come in and pit and serve our penalty, and then lined up fourth there, and again took advantage of Skyland's spin, and we were able to hold off Justin. He was at a tire disadvantage on the mediums, but we were able to put the soft for the first time on, and that was fun. That was a wild race. It was fun. Love this track. This track's a ton of fun to drive. I'm not very fast around here compared to some people, but we do what we can. We're the little engine that could, and tonight we could put ourselves on the podium. So we'll take it, and we'll move on to wherever we're racing next week. I don't know. I think I learned like 5 minutes before the practice lobby opens, so we'll figure it out, and we'll load up a setup, and we'll go let it eat and see if we can steal us another one.
Well, there you go. That is from the driver of the day. J Mac Attack brings it home. Podium finish. Great night for him tonight. Next week, they will be at Saudi Arabia, and I am sad to say I will be missing it. And I really will be missing it because I love that track. But man, what a race here tonight. Safety car came out late race, and that made for an exciting finish here. But it was Mayor of Bag City who took it home. Third win of the season. Culture in second. J-Mac in third. I thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And Burns, you cracked me up. Head, shoulders, knees, and frozen toes. I will see you guys. If you want to watch some more racing, tune in tomorrow. We will be on the Traction channel, Traction GG. It'll be for the IndyCar Series, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night. Hope to see you there. They will have quite the challenging track, and I'm going to try to say it, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. So it's going to be a wild night. Tune in. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I'll talk to you later.